Do you want some new free Bloxburg codes that 100% work that'll give you money? Well, watch this video to the end because I'll give you all of them. Welcome back to Roblox Future. Let's make you rich and get into the video. Codes for Bloxburg. Promotional codes are a nudge from the Roblox developers and overseers in the right direction for the players that love this game so much. It is a combination of numbers and alphabets that are put in the Roblox site of Redeem Roblox promotions. Once you are done, you will have access to a spectacular bundle of special items and cute accessories that were not available to you before. With these codes, your whole digital life will be settled. With a hefty purse and a bulking money bag, you could waddle to the nearest store with confidence, buying stocks of your royal articles of clothing or artifacts suiting your extravagant taste. That will appear within the confines in your inventory. For instance, if you entered a code for a hat, you can head over to your inventory once you have clicked the green redeem code, and then tap accessories and the hat will pop up right before that moment, where you can equip it. A good amount of money without any tedious effort that asks for your attention and hard work. Along with the high living standards and toppling wealth, the codes will instantly add in loads of Bloxbucks to your money bar, an amount that will give you sustenance for the remaining part of your gameplay lifetime. 1282 44213 1940 3456 105 074 293. By entering these redeem codes on the aforementioned site of Roblox, the money you get is free and has no after effects that may cost you something bad for a shortcut you performed. You will receive an ample hoard of Bloxbucks, about 10,000 or less. Even if the items of your choice don't directly come to you, it doesn't have to be just random objects. You could think bigger and buy houses or mansions, a bundle of cars, and shops you can put your ownership on. Some vendors, amazing businesses that people have eyes on. Either these codes may work, or you can wing it by typing out your business combination of series that, if you are fortunate and utterly lucky, the stars will take great pity on you and you might as well get rich by sheer determination and spot-on thinking. You are not going to be disappointed in a hardcore fan of Roblox who plays the game 8 hours a day. A decent amount of money would be nothing but a new life for you and your in-game character you so deeply love and care for. Many YouTubers, Twitch users, wavering Roblox fans that are planning to leave behind the game once and for all of them to a sort of doing a giveaway wherein you can acquire gifts if your name is chosen from the hundreds of others. Of course, these do not guarantee the logistics of you and your bulky bank account, but in its way, it's something you can do to receive free money in a jiffy. Glitches in Bloxburg. There are a certain kind of hack, a particular something you have to pull off to have paramount of money to your name, some tricks or shortcuts that will lead you to maybe 1 million or 2 Bloxbucks that were always meant to be yours. Even if it seems like a long shot, creating your avatar from scratch, a small tiny plot that belongs to you, and little to no articles of clothing you can be clad in, a rather dull starting to, the jobs top it all. Delivering pizzas or chefs under you that refuse to cooperate, wishing if you would go home to a swimming pool or a jacuzzi, instead of your rusty water tub and the water that runs too cold for your character to bear. Roblox initiates and generous sires have initially left a residue of specific loopholes in the crafting of its game Bloxburg, a gigantic map with several vast lands occupied by residents of the participants of the game, a gigantic spiderweb of a community dangling by the strings of its inventors. To continue with this glitch, first you have to jump to Google and search Tiny Task to download the program. As the installation completes, go back to Roblox, Bloxburg, hop on a vehicle and go to the mine that's on the map. The mine is right beside the fishing spa, further moving us within though by a wooden brown bridge, showing us the path that snakes into a cave where we would hike or to whiz on your vehicle so far. Since the program we have added will be marooning the game, we will select the pickaxe as we reach the confines of the mine, a large space with the pickaxe in our hand. You must make sure there are not many people inside with you. If there are, it is better to leave this server or join another. Don't let the other players know what you're up to. The attainment of the pickaxe is automatic, and if you are unable to acquire it, retrace your steps for a while, then go back inside. Once the pickaxe is in your grasp, you get to mining by pressing the key button E or tapping the mine option, showing it on the screen. Tiny Task will be working for you, and you can leave the application open without putting your effort. Now, open Tiny Task above the screen of your game, and as it shows on the screen, click on the prefs of the Tiny Task, which open to a list of options. Click on the playback hotkey and put the tick mark on F8. Also making sure that you...
Well, this house is kind of scary. I've never seen a scary house like this in Bloxburg. I got to talk to these people about this. This is kind of scary. And it's right across the street from my Walmarts. They're going to be...
You have selected continuous playback before. When you begin your mining by looking down with tiny tasks running in the background, press the F8 key right before you launch the E button on your keyboard to start mining. Ores and valuable stones are a way to get money, and by doing these set of actions, you will be customized with a self-working character. Make sure to leave 10 to 15 seconds of break of pressing the precise buttons as to leave you with more chances of unearthing precious metals and jewels that will swell the respect from your friends with the amount of money you will get from this hack. Another one of the emerging glitches is located into the underworld pizza delivery job. The job indeed appears to be tedious, but has a good amount of salary besides a mundane job where you have to scavenge your way through confusing locations and roads to lead to the area where you're required to deliver the pizza. Now this job does require skill and hard work to pass through.
All right, right in here. How did she get out of that room? How did you get out? All right, you know what? You win. You can do it for now. What? There you go. Walk through the door. It's open. Please.
By the labyrinthine pathways, where you have to get to the place on time, maintaining a good name and a level of progressive talent you showcase, the salary increases. The small glitch enters, where it was excruciatingly difficult to find the exact location where you'll be dropping the pizza, and the zigzagging, curving, and the annoyingly long journey you partake to get there on time. This gets a bit cut when you so courageously drive yourself with the pizza and your bike into the river that flows across your path. You emerge out just fine, with time to spare and a grin on your face. To pull such stunt that has provided you a light in the dark tunnel of crushing taxes that want to snuff you out the money you have collected with a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed. This glitch is reliable on every console and keyboard one can get their hands on, which makes it accessible for a large crowd of players that have been waiting to discover a sort
of very rare. 5,000. No! You drank it. Where'd you go? That's locked too. Nobody leaves. You can get mad all you want. You can jump on all the first
of happiness or a spark of joy on their low incomes and sulking shoulders carrying the burden of their bad decisions. It does not seem fit to work hours and days on something with only a tiny bit of potential and reliability of a good wager in the bare minimum. You can go on and on and on your job, scraping the last of your Bloxburg with excessive attention and activity, but it is a slap in the face when you are disclosed with the utterly absurd but awesome hack that can get you to millions and millions of Bloxbucks. You couldn't even imagine. You need to get clever and smart to bypass the hack and you have the money rolling overnight. The very first thing you will have to do is travel in your accommodating vehicle to get to the fishing location. If you do not know where it can be found, just journey to the massive Ferris wheel that is emerging from the park. Once you are near, there will be a room that has a collection of fishing rods propped up on the wall of the wooden hut-like cabin. Pick up the fishing rod and let yourself out of the room when you do so. Head to the stretching water body with amazing opportunities at hand. Check up on the shore and make sure to be in a position where you are attempting to fish, heeding to not move around much as the glitch would be harder to catch. In the ensuing minutes, open the updated version of a macro recorder, push your way through the programs by clicking on Help, and then, right after on Settings, there will be instructions laid out in front of you, and be sure not to deviate from them since it won't help you out at all. Instead of leading you into a dead end, be very careful as you go through the manual.
Set the boss the whole time. You guys, you didn't know. You are working. Oh. Well, explain why you haven't helped the guest in TVs yet. Oh, I'll go now. I gotta get over to the TV section fast. Hi.
Playback options that are convenient for you, as there will be a choice to playback, stop, or capture. You have to set each keyboard key for the function mentioned, remembering them to work the whole thing out. Once you have done this, opening the macro recorder once again and looking up at a long bar on the top of the program home screen. Slightly to the top left is a mouse option you can decipher. Press the down arrow that's situated right below the mouse emblem. A long list of options with unfurl as you click on it. There you would see a click button, opening it to reveal its settings. A pop-up on the Bloxburg screen would come out. Later, you drag your cursor to the fishing icon, which says pull, portraying the action of fishing. Be very aware of the fact that your cursor is upon the icon of the fishing action, pull. A bunch of options come forth that depict the y-axis and the x-axis of the fishing pole, where you can set the button for its action as a key spacebar. You can also check that if this is reliable by using the key and working on the associated action. Furthermore, you can get to the option of image and tap on add image. By doing so, capture the red ball afterward, extensive care applied to get the right pixels. If you don't do this correctly and precisely, you have to deal with all the repercussions of going through the procedure all over again. Harbor to the restricted area and work all the buttons out, making sure nothing is left out. As you complete this part of the long instruction, you head to the red ball you were previously infested in and create a box right below it. Deliberately, the box you have just made should be slightly touching the bottom of the red ball, a minor hair diameter distance away. The bottom of the box has to end where the red ball touches after it is thrown out. With precision, make the box to the exactness of the ball once dropped, changing the color tolerance of your liking as you proceed. Save the game and location to the list, which consists of two things. Reopen the list, copy-pasting the first item on it. When you have done that, click on the clock and reset the timings to 2000 milliseconds. Now select all the options on the list, going Control-V, Control-C on it as many times as you like, tapping into the playback option of the background program that is running with the assign key at the beginning. This should do it. A mesmerizing way to fetch some goods on a small amount of time to gather loads of money later. Genius always finds a way. When you fail to adjust to the averages of this complex game called Bloxburg, you would be left with your jaw dropped about how much one can discover what the niches the game holds. This brings us into our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on the screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.